Thanks for joining us for the final episode of Building a Bog Filter. In this episode, we will take you through the final touches of finishing off the stream and the upper pond, as well as finishing off the bog filter itself. We also have some exciting news. Our koi got frisky this spring and we came across some koi babies, or koi fry, completely by accident. Make sure to watch to the end to see the babies right after we moved them to the upper pond. It turns out that building the upper pond as a feature with the bog filter was timely. We were able to save 17 baby koi and move them to the upper pond where they will be protected. You need to keep the babies away from the larger kois as they won't hesitate to eat them. We will keep them in the pond until fall, at which time we will move them inside for the winter. To keep with our goal of making the pond look as natural as possible, we started finishing things off by adding some Zone 3 plants to the pond, which are hardy for our region. Any of the plants that can handle freezing were removed from their pots and planted directly in the gravel, after the roots had been washed clean of any soil. Some plants, like water hyacinth, can just be rinsed off and tossed into the pond as they are a floating plant, while others, like water lilies, need to remain in pots so they can be removed and stored for the winter or relocated to the deepest part of the pond as long as it will not freeze during the winter months. In our region, that's 48 inches or deeper. In order to keep the pond interesting and provide some contrast, we made sure to have a good variety of plants. Next, it was on to the final trim of the liner. We made sure to cut as close to the top as possible and hide any edges with smaller rocks and pebbles. Take your time here to ensure that all of the liner is hidden. You may even want to use some pond foam to hold things in place, but use it sparingly and keep an eye on how much it expands. This will help keep the smaller pebbles from moving after you've carefully positioned them. Then it was on to planting some annuals for a bright pop of color. Yes, it's a little bit more work, but the blooms last all season and give us the opportunity to change out some plants every year. We used some large bark mulch around the plants to keep the weeds at bay and make it less messy when we replace them next year. We still had to finish off the area by the top section of the stream. We extended the retaining wall by adding some large boulders. They were heavy, so I made sure to don my safety Crocs and work safely. Always make sure to watch your footing to prevent injuries. Maybe I should heed my own words better. Finally, it was time to address the water outlets from the bog filter. We managed to find a couple of solid brass water spouts on sale, which turned out to be exactly what we were looking for. Just a little fiddling to get them positioned perfectly, and the filter was done. If you like the look, we have included a link in the description. We also added a cover to hide the control valves that matches the bog filter. And this wraps up our bog filter series. If you have enjoyed the videos and found them helpful, please consider subscribing so you can follow us on our next project, where we will be building a dream walk-in closet, custom built out of walnut. We will also be doing a video series on the progression of the baby koi as they grow in their natural environment. We are not koi breeders by any means, so please feel free to comment with any helpful hints or advice for us and the babies. Once again, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again soon.